Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Living Off Wi-Fi podcast. I'm your host, Pineapple, joined by Seabass, Bob, and Rel. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing okay. This week, we're actually being joined by not a very so special guest anymore because he's been on the podcast, but we still love him. I mean, at least I do. I don't know about everybody else. It's your boy, Austin. Austin, say what's up.
Hi, how's it going?
All right.
Fuck that kid.
Yep, so as you guys know, Austin's been on the podcast before, so he's no stranger to us. Go give him a follow on his Twitch at Austn10 and all his socials. You know, they'll all be in the description down below in the YouTube video. And if you guys are listening to us on like Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff, it's Austn10. So, well, Austin without the I. It's just AUSTN 10. So, this week we're going to be talking about the PS5 reveal and how that compared to the Xbox reveal and all the beautiful games that they announced. So the very first game that they announced in the PS5 reveal that everybody is most likely disappointed in at this point, because it just shows where this company has their priorities at, is GTA 5 Online for the PS5. It's literally the very first thing that they announced at the reveal for this console. So like
Falls.
It's GTA 5, but GTA 5 in general. But like they emphasize the online a lot during that. So, how do you guys feel about it? About them transitioning or making the leap from current gen to the next gen for GTA?
Am I surprised?
Nope.
No.
I feel like PC's already beat them. And I don't think that it's going to get as much traction as they want, unless you can transfer everything over, which I think they're allowing. So it might be a bit better then, but I already feel like the game in today is like dying out. I don't see as many people playing the game anymore. It's just too difficult of a game to get into for the online aspect of it. You start off with nothing and everyone else has everything.
And it's so much fueled by your real life bank account.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just a big money grab at this point when they should be working on GTA 6. Give us 6. Stop doing with the 5. We don't need that 5.
Well, they just started working on GTA 6. So I feel like the fuck up that they did is they were trying to produce a ton of content for GTA 5, and they should have stopped support a while ago and been working on GTA 6.
Huh. No.
Did no one see the extended thing that they announced with it?
Is it like
no?
The people that are playing on PS4 get like every month they get like extra money on that shit?
That's not the thing. They said it's going to be expanded and extended. Don't know what that fucking means. Could mean they're expanding the storyline. Could mean they're just bringing in content that wasn't released for the older generations. Who knows what the fuck it means? But right at the end of the tag, they fucking posted it's going to be extended.
Wasn't it expanded and enhanced?
That's it. Expanded and enhanced. Those were the words they used.
Enhanced. They're putting 4K and they put ray tracing on it for consoles now.
So
Gotta add in that ray
that could be
tracing,
what it
fans.
is. I would be happy if they added in story stuff, because I would prefer to go back to the single player, play something fucking new there, not go on to online.
Just I released DLC for story like Ballad of Gay Tony, Lost and Damned. They were so good. GTA 4 did so good with single player DLC.
Yeah, and they've just completely ignored that for a cash grab for online.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure,
I agree.
I mean, they've expanded on the online like quite a bit though. There's like a ton of stuff to do.
Who cares?
I don't know.
There's too much to do.
I feel like the offer is there, and they just want to like give the community more. They're just trying to get more money out of it at this point.
Do you know how much it costs real life cash IRL to fucking do the new heist?
No,
I really do not.
$300.
Oh, hell
fuck!
no.
What?
Why so much?
No.
$300
Fuck that.
because you have to buy a whole new fucking base.
And how much do those bases go for? Like a couple $1 million?
A few million. Like 15 million
Well,
now.
yeah, in game. Couple million in game.
In game, but because of the way
too
currency is like doled out, it's garbage. You can't earn that much unless you play every single day for 20 plus hours.
Oh yeah.
And then don't they have that space laser too? That one laser that you can that you can call
Oh
in.
yeah, the space laser that costs $5 million
the-
in-game
the
cash to
orbital
fire.
cannon.
Yeah, each
So
time
basically
to
it's-
fire.
Oh god,
Dude, that's $10 out of your actual bank account that you
that's
have to
ridiculous.
spend.
And
Oh,
well, you
no.
can even cheese that. I remember in PlayStation and in Xbox, there's a way to reset the game cache. I'm not sure if you can do that on PC, but you can use the orbital cannon, back out, launch the game back up, and reset the cache as you're loading in, and it doesn't count that you used it or spent the money. It's the same way that people were doing heists over and over again. The Bogdan mission, for instance, you can do it with 2 people, reset the cache, and one person would get $1 million in like a 15-minute time span.
Yeah,
And it
you
was
could
just so easy to do.
You could just cheese that infinitely, but it only worked on console because you could hard close your fucking console.
You could hard close the game, and the console commands to input the cache reset was as you're loading into the game. I don't know if you can do that on PC. I don't
You
know how to
can't.
do that on PC.
It doesn't work.
I mean,
I can believe.
another big problem that GTA has, at least on PC, that I haven't really seen a lot lately because I haven't played the game, is like hackers. A ton of fucking hackers on PC,
Oh,
dude.
dude, there's so
Not
many.
enough.
There's so many hackers.
What do you mean not enough?
There's so many hackers.
That's all there is.
That's
Just
how
hackers.
That's how I got my money.
Look at
They-
that's how I
they-
got my money. I hacked
That's
it.
exactly how.
That's
you
how I
his
got my money too.
Oh, yeah.
Like originally, but then you get all that money
Jesus.
taken away and you get banned.
Yeah, which is crazy. 'cause
Unless
they
you're
ban
Bob.
you for something. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't.
So,
I'm good.
yeah.
How the fuck did you pull that off, Bob?
You just don't sign on forever. You get the money, and then you immediately stop playing.
Or you
for,
just live in Canada where they can't
like,
enforce
3
it.
weeks.
No, what I was doing is this random guy in the lobby was just, if you're close to him, it would just drop money right below your feet and you just pick it up automatically.
Ah.
So I just stood close by him and that was it. I just kept dropping money and money was picking up and that was it. I didn't move.
See,
That makes sense.
the way I got my money was when the game originally came out on like PS3. And it was during the Christmas season, so there's like snow and everything like out in the city, and that's when the game just like first started. So like hackers were starting to get in on console and everything, and like some dude was just giving out like money to everybody in the lobby, you know, as Christmas presents. So what I did
Nice.
before Rockstar, because Rockstar said like, yeah, we're gonna reset everybody's money count that received like fake money. So what I did was like go out, buy myself that nice apartment, 12-car garage, bought out all the garage and all that. So bought every single car, every single plane that
So
they
you just
offered.
pretty much just spent every single money into your
You're like, quick.
into
Yeah,
stocks
so like
in a
I
sense.
bought the tanks, I bought the helicopters, I bought the boats, bought the planes and all that. So, but this was like
And then
in
they
the
repoed that shit.
yeah, that wasn't like the very beginning. So like obviously there's like a shit ton of more stuff now that's probably a lot better than what I currently have. But hey, at least I got a fucking tank and a 12-car garage, so I'm okay with that.
All right, that's
Did you
Yeah.
save to the cloud?
Well,
nope.
Nope.
Just nope.
All right,
Why?
moving on.
Kill it.
Yeah, so past this little rant of GTA being released on PS5 again, what games did you guys like really like enjoy from this PS5 announcement?
Let's
Yes.
kick it off.
ooh, man, I got this.
Oh, here
Fucking-
Austin go.
Shh. Okay, just let me say this real quick. Okay, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my
That's
God.
the big slapper right there.
That's
Oh my. Okay, because I have the Spider-Man PS4 Pro edition, like the red one with the big Spider-Man on it. And
The
the
red
Spider-Man
one.
Yeah.
color. I got that one. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I felt like I was playing. Everyone talks about Spider-Man 2. The only Spider-Man game that I ever played back in the day was Spider-Man 3.
okay.
And I loved the way that game played. Just the swinging in there. I could swing for fucking hours.
Okay.
And it's so much fun just to go around.
See,
and swing
I
and fight
played the
people.
original Spider-Man game on the PS1.
On, I played it. Yeah, I played it on
Where you
PS1.
collect comic
Oh
books.
man.
Yeah, that was a ton
Hell
of fun.
yeah.
Even though like gameplay itself was kind of it was okay. It was you know, it wasn't great because it was
That game
PS1.
eh.
It was still a
Yeah.
ton of fun though. But yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales, that game is looking freaking amazing. I'm really excited for it.
So good.
If they're gonna go the same route as they did with the first one, like you can just expect like an amazing story. And just from the little preview that they showed us, the graphics, oh my god, they look
Dude, it looks so
absolutely
good.
amazing.
It looks so good. The thing is though,
did-
is it coming
Yeah.
out on PS4 too?
I have a feeling that it might.
I think it is. I
Well,
think I think that a lot of these games are coming out in the 4 and the 5.
Okay.
Well, from what I'm reading, I'm not 100% sure, but from what I'm reading is it's an expansion and an enhancement to the original game right there.
Yeah, it's supposed,
Oh,
to be a
so it's like a
standalone.
DLC.
Yeah.
So it's a DLC, but it's got like it's kind of like its own standalone game.
So kind of
still.
like what they
So,
do
like-
with
Okay.
Infamous
Uncharted.
and
They did
Uncharted, yeah.
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 'Cause
So yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
just
that makes
they're
sense.
adding a big like DLC to it and an enhancement to the game itself.
that's not
From what
bad
I'm
though.
reading. So
Okay.
far.
I'm okay with that. I could see it
You know-
being like maybe what a $20-$30 expansion.
Probably. Well, it's probably like buying another
It
game.
was $30.
So, like,
It's-
something
yeah,
like that.
it
It's
was
pretty good.
$30.
Uncharted one. Yeah.
That sounds about fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a spin-off, basically a 1.5 iteration between Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 whenever they decide to make that one.
Yep.
Hmm.
My guess would probably be like 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
Give it,
2025.
Yeah.
maybe.
But at this point, like, I mean, with that, is that okay? So that game is definitely 100% like a go. Like, if I bought a PS5 on launch day, I would pick that game up. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I know. What was another launch title that they had for the PS5?
Greedfall.
Gran Turismo 7, I think.
Was that? I don't think that was a launch title with it.
Is that not a launch
I don't
title?
think so.
I might be wrong.
It might
I
be.
really don't think that's a launch title.
I might be incorrect. No, it was not.
They
Gran
have
Turismo
left
7.
it a question of whether or not it will be a launch title. No release date is attached. for
Yeah.
it, so.
I don't see that coming out until
Man.
next year.
The graphics on that game. Oh my god. It looks so good,
Yep.
man. It looks so good.
Yo, but another game that Austin had a huge heart on before we started this podcast was Gran Turismo.
Oh yeah, dude, he was about it. He literally nutted in his pants.
Austin
every
was
2 seconds
popping
talking about
off,
Nope.
God.
like with excitement about this game. We were like, Austin, yo, save it for the podcast,
so
man. And literally, this was
good,
literally like
man.
15 minutes ago too, so it wasn't even that long ago.
graphics on it
You
are
can
insane.
fade me with it.
They're insane. Like, well, and like I'm a car guy, so like, why would I not want the most realistic looking car game in the
mean-
world? It looks. I've since I've joined PC, the PC elitist, I've not wanted console. I haven't touched my PlayStation. I barely touch my Switch, and I don't touch my Xbox. And like, I was like, do I really need the PS5? And then I saw Spider-Man Miles Morales and fucking Gran Turismo 7. And I said, yes,
Yep.
I am willing to pay whatever price it is they're asking for those two games.
Whatever
alone.
you
because
say.
even- pretty much.
That's what it is, Chief.
Because at pretty much this point, like, even if we look at Xbox and Xbox's exclusives, they're not just exclusives. They all come out to PC.
No, they all come to PC.
So there's no point of getting an Xbox.
Well, the reason they're doing that is because
There's
they're trying
no
to
point.
they're trying to become more of a software company eventually.
That
So
makes
they're
sense.
trying just to slowly make that transition from just console to PC as well. So that's why they're releasing like a lot of their exclusives
Yes.
on PC. Because technically it is
But
Windows.
I think it's going to kill their console. I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to kill their
Yeah, because
console.
I mean, I don't see myself getting an Xbox Series X anytime soon, like especially at launch, because a lot of those games coming out are going to be on PC. Like, just look at Halo.
Yep.
Like, Halo is one of their heavy hitters,
Yeah.
and it's coming out on PC. So, it's like, there's no point for me to go get an Xbox if I can just play it on PC.
Yeah,
I agree.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but going back to Gran Turismo, I'm not a huge fan of racing simulator games like Austin is. Like, I'll play the arcadey type games like Need for Speed.
Burnout.
Forza, it's a mixture of both, I guess.
Forza Racing is more sim than Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon is way more arcadey, which
Yeah.
it's fun. It's like a mix of both sim and arcade kind of.
Yeah,
feel.
so being more of like just the casual racing fan that I am and knowing nothing about cars, I'm actually pretty decently excited for Gran Turismo. You know, I
it
really
looks
like
fun.
the
I agree.
UI that they showed. It reminded me of Gran Turismo 2. You know, because I played that back
Oh,
in the
yeah.
day, so that was a nice little throwback that I saw in there. But I feel like if I'm gonna play Gran Turismo 7, I have to have a racing wheel, and I don't know if I
for
want to
sure.
shell out the cash for that to begin with. So I don't know.
Well,
It might be a game that I maybe get later on in the PS5 life cycle, but it's not one of those games for me at least that'll be like I have to get a PS5 to play this game.
Yeah, well, the hard part is racing wheel technology right now is really outdated, and to get like a modern good racing wheel, you're looking at $2,100
Hell no.
for like a good setup. When like the Logitech G29, which is for the PlayStation, that's been out for, I think, almost 10 years now. It's been out for a long, long time, and the technology just isn't there anymore.
That makes sense. Like it just doesn't feel like you want an actual like car feel when you don't get that.
Oh yeah. Now there's some people that go crazy with like motion sims and Fanatic, and I really hope that PlayStation 5 supports stuff like that. I really hope that it supports motion sims, because for those people who may not want to buy a PC, they just want to play Gran Turismo, and that's like the only racing sim game that they want to play. That's fantastic. Like if PlayStation 5 can support racing sims, that's going to change a lot of streamers and a lot of racing simulator people who enjoy that kind of experience.
In all honesty, I think the PS5 will be able to do that, because from what I've seen, at least they're really pushing for like immersion, like game immersion. They're pushing for the 3D audio. They're pushing like the DualSense controller, like, you know, feeling the tension and the triggers and all that stuff. So I think they're gonna try their absolute hardest to actually like try to immerse you as much as they possibly can into the game. So I think racing sims.
I think I think that the next step for console is going to be supporting multiple screens for immersion.
They need
so
to.
like I know a lot of racing sims have 3 monitors, like 3 TVs that wrap around them, for that reason. And if we can get that same support on console, there's not going to be any reason to buy a $1,200 PC to play your sim game anymore. There's going to be no reason other than maybe like Assetto Corsa, but Assetto Corsa is on console. I'm sure that they're going to make another one for PlayStation. And then Project Cars, I think Project Cars is still going to be a thing, and that's perfect for racing sims, and that's also going to be on PlayStation. So it doesn't make sense not to, like, that's a whole market that I don't think that PlayStation is even targeting right now, that they can target. And it's way easier to get a console and set that up than a PC.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree.
Yep. So we'll see. Gran Turismo looks pretty promising and pretty beautiful too. So, Rel,
Trash game.
Oh god, it looks
Rel,
so good.
I see you there. Don't think I'm not looking at you. What games are you excited for?
Well, that put me to sleep.
I know. I'm sorry, Rel.
The
We
whole
love you.
conversation was just so tired.
We love you.
Anywho, to jump into games that look more fun than that's definitely a sim game. I'm not really into simulations. I'm looking a lot into like Deathloop. That game looked fun.
Okay. The
I
Bethesda
remember
one?
when we saw it at E3 last year. It looked real good, but now we finally saw
was that at
gameplay of
E3?
it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they actually showed it.
The graphics on it look really, really good.
Like last
I
year?
like the aesthetic, the 70s style aesthetic.
It reminds me a lot of BioShock for some reason. Like how the gameplay feels. For me at least, it feels a lot like BioShock Infinite.
But of course, you can't mention PlayStation without mentioning the new Ratchet and Clank.
Hell yeah,
Oh my
dude! That
goodness,
game right there
I'm
was
so
amazing. The way that it was
excited
going
for that.
between worlds and without any loading whatsoever, and they were like fighting between the worlds, going and jumping between the titans.
Yeah, the rifts.
Ooh,
But
That's gonna be
if we're talking the
amazing.
game that I've been looking forward to the most out of any game that's going to be coming out, probably it's going to be Ghostwire Tokyo.
okay.
That one.
The
Oh,
first person
really?
game.
The first person
Yeah.
Ghost one.
Yeah, the one that looked like it was meant for like a VR, in a sense.
Yep. I definitely was looking forward more to that because I liked like Murdered Soul Suspect, but the game wasn't great. I just enjoyed like being a ghost and exploring. This is kind of that same aesthetic, but it's more like you get to play as an exorcist with supernatural powers. So
Yeah,
and I'm super involved in that
when
it comes to like Japanese culture.
when I saw the gameplay, it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Matrix. It kind of had like that Matrix vibe to it.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So I don't know. We'll see. It looks good. It's one of those games on my list to definitely
When
keep an eye out for.
When
check it
I
out.
first saw that, I was thinking about that. There was that one game that they announced a little while ago. I'm not sure if it's the same game or not, but something about Ghost in Tokyo. It might be the same game.
It's probably the same game. So basically, the
Okay.
whole concept of that game is like 99% of the population of Tokyo disappeared because of these old cult
Yes.
disasters.
Okay, that's exactly
and
what it
you're
was.
one of the
then.
few survivors, and you have supernatural powers, and you're basically trying to figure out the mystery and stop things from happening.
Oh, I love mystery games, man. Mystery games are so much fun.
They are.
I love that.
That's one of the reasons I really like the Sherlock Holmes games, because you actually get to like solve a mystery, and there's not a lot of action, but there is action there when when it's required.
Oh yeah, there's just enough.
Yeah, it's that perfect level.
Didn't you say that they had it at E3 last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
had
they
that
did.
and
That's
Deathloop
Oh.
at E3 last year.
I don't remember
Interesting.
seeing them, so it might have been one of those like smaller booths, right?
And even though we scrapped the little reaction to it, I have to bring up the game that I kept mentioning every like 3 seconds.
Yo,
yeah,
I know which one you're.
Fucking-
I know which one you're gonna talk about. Just before you say it,
Fucking
yo, Moot, we love you. We're talking to you directly because we like
Oh,
like to
God.
break the fourth wall. You have to add in the little bug snacks jingle.
The what?
yes, adding Bug Snacks.
Bug
that's
snacks.
Bug Snacks jingle. Bug Snacks. Such a stupid
I'm-
game, but it
I'm
comes from the
not
creators
at all.
of. It comes from the creators of Octodad, and I
Oh,
love that.
that
Yeah.
thing that showed at the end of the trailer, that big old monster created from all the food. I saw.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm not a fan of that, man. It doesn't seem like a game that I would be
Octodad-
interested in.
Octodad
It seems
is
like
fun.
a perfect game for.
Octodad is.
I
fun.
just
Yeah,
feel
but
like it's.
I felt like Octodad was fun because it was challenging. Like it was it's the same reason why people play God, what's that game where you have the sledgehammer, and you're trying to climb while you're in a bucket?
Oh,
the
getting
f-
over
I'm
it.
talking about
Getting over it.
getting
Fuck
over
that
it.
shit.
It's so much fun because it's challenging, and it's the same thing with Octodad. Now, Octodad had comedic humor to it, but it was
See,
a
I
challenging
feel-
game to play.
I feel like from the trailer, Bug Snacks is gonna look all cutesy and shit, but it's gonna be more like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I feel like
Just
feel
from the trailer.
The end of the trailer looked fucking weird. It looked creepy as shit. I'm
I mean,
"Yo,
like-
this is gonna fuck
Because
somebody
like
up."
the camera literally gets attacked by a monster made out of food.
Yeah, and then as you eat the food, you become
Yeah.
like part of that type of food too. So it's weird.
Yeah, like the fucking walrus eats a burger and her fucking hand turns into a curly fry. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, no one needs that.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one of those games where we're like playing Rainbow Six, and then we get pissed off, and we're like, man, fuck this game. Let's go play some Bug Snacks.
Right. But you know what? You know what game I think that I will have that feeling for is Little
Bug
Devil
Snacks.
Inside. That looked really,
Little devil
really
inside.
good.
Little
Bug
devil
snacks.
inside.
It's the one where it's the monster hunter. There's the rich guy sitting in his house, and there's the guy going out and hunting.
Oh, yeah, that one.
yeah,
I
the
remember
old
that.
guy.
That one looks fun, dude. That one actually looks
Yeah.
like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that one looks cool.
That one looks really good. I
But
like
you know-
that. And it,
You guys know what games I wasn't expecting to be announced at all?
What?
Please say it. Please say it. Please say it.
Bug
Please
snack.
say it.
Resident Evil: The Village,
Yep, there's one.
my goodness.
That was sick. That was absolutely
Hitman
amazing.
3,
Yep, that one too.
and then what the fuck was the other
Oddworld
one?
If you don't say
Soulstorm.
the one that starts with a D, I'm
No,
gonna
I don't
hit you.
care about Oddworld.
If you don't say the one that
Oh,
starts with a
that
D, I'm
one.
gonna hit you.
Demon Souls?
Yeah.
no, Demon Souls, dude.
Well, Demon Souls, I was kind of expecting,
The
just
remake?
because people have been crying for Demon Souls to come back.
I don't care for Demon Souls.
Never heard of it. I never
When they
heard of it
first
until
started showing Demon Souls, I thought it was the new Elder Scrolls game that they announced at E3. I thought they were showing more of the new Elder Scrolls game at first.
Are you talking
And
about
I
Horizon?
wish that we would have. What?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, carry on.
As
I'm talking about Demon Souls.
As soon as I saw the castle, I knew it was Demon Souls.
Oh,
Demon Souls is
I'm-
what turned me off to picking up Dark Souls, because
Really?
Demon Souls is the hardest game in the world.
It's the harder
Demon
of
Souls
the
is-
Dark Souls.
Demon Souls will literally
Is it?
gape your asshole. It's that hard. It's bad.
Isn't it in the
I
same
put it on
universe
easy.
makes
too?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but it's
would- I would
supposed to
hope
be a
so.
prequel before all that stuff happens in the Dark Souls
So
game.
before all the
Mm.
cinders and all that. Yep.
Oh,
I know like nothing.
And it
Okay,
is
so
so goddamn hard.
what about Bloodborne? Is that in the same universe too?
Bloodborne. No. Bloodborne's inside its
No.
own different same with Sekiro, own different thing. Made by
But
Cinder
the
Lake,
other
Okay.
game,
different
the
one.
other game I wasn't expecting, also by Capcom, Pragmata.
Craig Mata.
I haven't
that one.
seen.
That's the
That weird ass
oh,
game.
yeah, that's the one where they're the
Dude, I
you're
thought-
the astronaut in like New York City.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
It looks
It-
like God, it looks like a almost like
It's-
Death Stranding esque.
It was like
That's what
kind
I
of
thought
like
it was.
Death Stranding and
Dead Space makes
Metal Gear Solid had a baby.
Well,
Yeah.
so that's what I thought it was at first because the baby from the original Death Stranding game. I never played Death Stranding, so I don't know anything about it. But I know that there's a baby. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe the girl is the baby, but a little bit more grown up this time, and we still
It
have
could be.
Norman
We don't
Reedus as the
know.
main character. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
it looks really, really strange.
It
But
looks
from
fun.
what it looked like when the whole trailer was going down was like he's on like some kind of space station or whatever, because the satellite just crashes through and they float off into space. So it's
Yeah.
basically like a simulation holodeck kind of thing.
Yeah, they're on the moon.
Remember the cat?
That's interesting.
Yeah, the
the
little
cat.
robotic cat.
The fucking creepy ass
Yeah,
cat.
that shit was fucking
That
You
weird
can
as hell.
you can see its insides. It's just like it's just
It is the only game though that is farthest out from being released, because they did put a 2022 window. So
Mm.
we'll probably
But
be seeing a
speaking
lot
of
of that
cats-
in the next year or so.
oh, speaking of cats.
Yeah.
Speaking of cats, are we gonna overlook Stray?
Yep, we're overlooking
Yeah,
that little
Dude,
shit.
yeah, I don't care
Stray-
for that.
Look, I'm
Don't.
really excited for that, man. That
How
looks
can you
really
overlook that
interesting.
game?
care.
It's from the same people who created Edith Finch, dude, and that's such a great story.
It looks
They do
interesting.
such a
Yeah.
good job at making stories.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the cat looks adorable as shit, but like, I don't care for cats. I don't care for a story about a cat. Like the
I mean,
robots
I
are
love
pretty
cats,
adorable
but
too.
I'm not gonna play it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna spend my
I'll
money.
play
Yeah.
if it's
I think it's
free.
gonna be a cool adventure.
It's never gonna
game.
be free.
I mean,
Would you,
Edith.
And you're gonna find out it's the best game since fucking Metal Gear Solid 5. You're gonna find out that that's what it
I
is.
haven't even beat Metal Gear Solid 5, so
How
Yeah,
the
of course
fuck?
you haven't, because you're trash.
I got like halfway. Okay, I
I can feel
got
the
done with
aggression.
like the first half of the game, and then I stopped playing Metal Gear because it got fucking long as shit. And yeah, so shut the fuck up, Seabass. Okay. Besides,
I'm
it's
just
an
saying-
unfinished game too, so who cares?
I still should
Damn.
play it.
I know.
What
I need to
about,
get back into playing it.
I'm about to say, just because it's unfinished, you should still play it. It's really good.
I know it's made by one of the greatest game creators, game designers of all time.
Yeah, I went out of my way to buy it again on PC.
Yeah, see, when I was gonna buy it on PC, it was already like that sale was already gone. So I'm like, well, I just saved myself like $12.
G2A.
Sucks to be
Damn.
poor.
What about Sackboy?
Sackboy?
that.
Oh, dude.
That little Big
I was
Planet one.
hoping that they.
LBP.
So I don't know if it's gonna be different from Little Big Planet. I'm not sure, because the Little Big Planet games were fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
They were so good, and I
I'm so
think
bored
that
of those games.
yeah, I can understand it after two, but we haven't had a modern day one. You
There's
know what I
one
mean?
on
We've
PS4,
only had the PS.
wasn't there?
There is.
No,
there's
there's
LBP3.
there's just PS3.
Yeah, Little Big Planet 3.
There's 3.
Was that on PS4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came out like at
Came
the
out.
beginning of its generation though.
Yep.
Oh, but still, that's like years and years and years
It
ago.
came.
You know
it
what
was
I mean?
announced in 2014.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope that they do something good with it. I liked the Little Big Planet series. I thought it was a very wholesome series that anybody could enjoy.
It's
and play.
definitely gonna be one of
I
those
never played
games that you just get with friends and play just to have fun and
Mhm.
you know, joke around and all that.
As long as like the creativity is the same and you can like make maps, I think that's where it's gonna shine.
It looks like you can make
The
more
game
complex
I'm-
maps too, because it looks like you can like go not just 2D wise.
It's no longer side
Yeah.
scroll. It's yeah, that makes sense.
The game that immediately is going in the trash can for me is fucking Goodbye Volcano High. That shit can just fucking
I don't even know
I
what the
don't
fuck.
care.
Oh, that.
get lit on fire.
That's the one with
furries.
the dinosaurs. It was like that 2D animated
like-
one about like
looks like
It's
dinosaurs.
like
Novel.
Life is Strange, but with dinosaurs.
Yeah. Furries.
Oh,
The coming of
Yeah,
age
I don't know.
dinosaur
I
game.
that definitely seemed a little odd.
seemed like-
and I feel
As soon as I saw that, I'm like,
Yeah.
I immediately thought, I'm like, the furries are gonna have a riot.
Well,
with this game.
literally, like in the title, it shows like a meteor. So my guess it's gonna be like this is how dinosaurs actually were before they went extinct.
You know what? I really hope in the first 15 minutes a meteor fucking hits the school and they all die and the fucking game's over.
Oh, we all know that they're
Do you
dying. 'cause
know-
they're dinosaurs. So
another one that I am in no way, shape, or form interested in is Astro's Playroom. I never even did
Yeah,
the
that-
fucking.
that game.
That
I
was
don't
so
care
that-
for that.
paid.
Hey, they show gameplay.
Same here.
So, you know.
That's like announcing Knack 3. You
Yeah.
might as well have just
My
brought out a trash
goodness.
can
I
and
mean,
showed me the
is that
showed me
is
that.
that little guy Sony's mascot now?
I guess, dude. He's been like
I
everywhere.
think so.
Why?
Ooh, there's
You could go with Kratos or Crash.
No, they
Or
need something that
Sackboy?
brings in the kids.
They're Sackboy.
No, that's not good
What do you
enough.
mean? He
They
can
need
change
They need
costumes.
something original.
He
They
is
don't care about the
original. What do you
costumes.
mean?
They want something that is relatable.
You know what
VR.
people would lose their mind for if they added it in today, and then people would go crazy for like the first 3 months and then give up. Is PlayStation Home When you guys remember that on PlayStation?
Oh,
I
yeah.
hated that shit.
Oh
I
my
didn't
god,
use it.
dude!
I never used it.
I
never
attempted to.
played
Dude, that I watched.
stopped.
I watched a documentary on it, and it's huge, dude. It was huge, and there were so many people upset that it was ending. If they added another one in, first of all, people would go fucking wild for it. Like I said, for the first 3 months, and then it would die. It would just die.
Interesting. I never used it. I never used that that.
It was an interesting little like community hub, and what I think that the concept that they were trying to do was like they wanted it to be a place where people instead of having the PlayStation home screen, they would stay there and they would interact with people, and then they would launch into their games from that hub, if that makes sense. So it's like World War II, Call of Duty World War II.
Okay.
Before you were in lobbies, you were in that little waiting area.
Yeah.
And then you would launch into a lobby, except it's for the PlayStation, and you would launch into the game.
That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, I never used it. Interesting.
Which is like a little bit more community focused. I think it's a nice thing to do. I just don't know how well
It was nice, but it wasn't well executed.
Oh, yeah.
It fell
Not at
apart
all,
almost
not at all.
immediately.
Like,
But there were people who really love that thing, and there are people who invested like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
why did it die so
So
fast?
breaking, it just wasn't supported well. It didn't execute well. The servers were trash.
Because I said it could.
They tried to charge you in IRL money to update your house and make it cooler.
Yeah. Well, there were people that actually did that though. There were people that spent fucking, like I said, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if someone spent $1 million
On Reddit, there was
just-
literally a forum
everything.
where you could go and recruit yourself an interior home decorator for PlayStation Home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's great. Like it had its small, tight knit community, but like that community was really, really tight knit, and it was really fucking awesome, dude.
was
I
Like,
really
think
tight.
I think the largest I saw that community get to was 500 people, and they were all just exchanging money to get their homes
Weird.
I don't-
cool. Like they were trading
weird.
exclusive products to put in their home because there were like exclusive things you could get from regions, from games that you could use to decorate your home.
Yeah.
So, breaking off from PS5 though, a game that nobody's been talking about, and I just learned about the other day. I posted a video of it in our chat right now. It's called Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. Hang on a minute. Let me pull this up.
I never heard
Oh
of it.
yeah. I know what that is. I've seen it. They had it in
So-
the Xbox trailers.
Did they? I don't
Yeah,
remember seeing
so-
this.
I think something nobody talked about was the fact that until about a week ago, there was a free-to-play demo of it on Steam.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep. And nobody
Oh!
downloaded it.
I think I have seen this. There's no. I was thinking of another one. It's set in I think it's set in Japan, but you have guns. It's like a first-person shooter, Sekiro.
Yep.
That I
But
saw,
so-
but this is something different.
I think
So
you're talking about
this-
Breakpoint, right?
This game has actually
It might be
become
Breakpoint.
a big game for the speedrunning community.
Oh,
Interesting. That's actually big then. That's actually really
I can
big.
see why. It's a
Because
very fast.
one of the things that this game implements is after each level, it tells you how fast you were.
Oh, that's actually really good. That's
Oh.
actually really good for speedrunning.
It looks like, oh man, it looks almost like Mirror's Edge-esque, but way more violent and fun.
Yeah.
Like a cyberpunk
So-
Dude, the-
Mirror's Edge.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, the last Mirror's Edge
Cyberpunk
game
Ninja Mirror's
sucked.
Edge. You're a
ass.
robot.
That's pretty
You're a
dope.
robot assassin.
That's
It's pretty stupid.
dope.
Shut up, Bob.
Fuck you,
No, I'm
Bob.
sorry. How much
So-
your internet's
Yo.
good?
So like some of the speedrunners on Twitch were streaming the demo a while ago. That's where I really saw it, and they were showing off ways to cut time, such as like crouching and jumping at the same time would speed you up super fast.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
And
that
so
was
some
the
of
devs
them,
that were showing that.
it was speedrunners that were showing this. They were
Oh,
playing
wow.
the demo, and they
Hell
were
yeah.
they were cutting like most people were getting like 4 minutes on a run for the 15-minute demo. They cut it down to 1.5 minutes.
That's crazy.
What?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
insane.
That does make me worry about the replayability of it, though.
No, for
You know what I mean?
speedrunners, that's
But-
perfectly fine. They will replay the shit out of that.
Okay.
But
yeah, that
so
makes
like
sense.
So like the game itself, there are parts where it tries to tell you that you have to fight these enemies. The speedrunners figured out you could just skip the enemies.
I
Interesting.
like that. I like that. Passive, that's going to implement passive runs, speed run passive runs, speed run violent runs.
They also found different routes than what the game wanted you to take because wall running is a thing. And then you also have like a lasso that you can use to grab onto things and fling yourself.
You know what it
Oh,
actually?
yeah.
You know what it actually reminds me of?
What?
It does have the mirror's edge to it, but it also reminds me of
Dying
Doom.
Light. Doom.
Doom.
Doom. The way it
The-
looks and everything.
the new
way it
one?
acts,
Oh, yeah. The hooks and the lasso.
and the killing, and well, just the way it looks, and just seems the way the combat goes. It just reminds me of Doom, but it also has mirror edge. You know,
I can
all
see
this-
that. I can see that.
When I look at it more, it just looks like Doom too.
Looks
Huh.
like a better version
You know-
of Mirror's Edge.
I was really upset that we didn't see anything for Last of Us 2.
I don't care.
Well, I mean,
I mean-
it comes out. It comes out this
It's
week.
I know. So here's my issue with Last of Us 2
Mhm.
that I think that I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we weren't shown very much of it.
Good.
We haven't been shown a lot.
That's
but
the point.
I mean, we have.
I
but
hate
We
I
got shown a
hate-
lot.
Yeah.
that
There's leaks.
they leaked. No, the leaks, dude. Like I don't know very much about the story.
Me
I know Ellie's pissed off that somebody died and she's going to kill somebody. That's all that I know from any of the trailers.
Yeah,
that I've seen.
basically.
I haven't talked. I
That's all-
haven't
that's
watched
all I
any of
need.
the interviews. I haven't watched anything like that. But the leaks, the fact that Sony or Naughty Dog allowed those leaks, they leaked the entire story. The entire story of the game was released.
I don't think
I
it was
But
on.
no, the
I
thing,
Games.
don't think it was
No,
on purpose,
no,
was it?
I didn't even. I know
No.
it wasn't.
No, it was a back door. It was a back door that they had that was like something that was pointed out to them years and years ago that was known about, and they just fucking forgot about it. It's like the head of security leaving their password as password, and then someone signing into their computer and downloading all the files.
It's worse than
Spider-Man.
that. It's like making the password for all the servers guessed. That's what it is.
It was so bad, Naughty Dog. I don't understand how you can do that.
But from what I've been reading, is the leaks weren't the full game.
No, they weren't.
It wasn't the full story, and they weren't.
Really?
It wasn't in order.
Nope, not at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they didn't leak the right version in a sense.
Dude,
Yep.
I have not been. I'm trying to stay as far away from that. I'm going into that game as blind as I
Yeah.
can.
Are you
Apparently,
playing
they
it?
released a beta build of it.
Yeah, are you playing? Are you
Oh.
playing day one?
I'm streaming day
You're
one,
stream-
dude.
you're-
I'm streaming it.
I'm waiting. I'm
day
waiting for Sunday,
one.
and then I'm gonna start streaming.
I'm
on
buying a
Sunday
new
until-
PS4
I'm
and
playing.
dude.
I'm playing it
Buying
as. I'm playing it as soon as the copy Pineapple bought me shows up.
Yeah,
Aw.
same. It's getting shipped. Mine's getting shipped from Best Buy. His is getting shipped from GameStop. So we'll see which one gets here first. It's supposed to
didn't you
arrive
just
on
get 'em-
Friday. So
Oh, that's right. You guys get hard copies. I'll say, why didn't you just get them a digital copy?
I got both.
I loved. I don't
Because
buy
it's a
anything.
collector's
but
edition.
yeah, we got the collector's
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that they need to start doing is they need to allow you to get like day one buy, but have like all the collector stuff come in later. I feel like that'd be really good for.
I think
companies to do.
Ubisoft is doing that with Valhalla.
I hope so.
Well, they also
At least if you order it from the Ubisoft store.
it's also
I've
like
actually
super impossible to like get like the good collector's editions like right away because all the bots fucking buy them out. Because
Yeah,
like
they
The
do.
Last of
Oh,
Us
yeah.
had two separate collector's editions. They had the Ellie edition, which came with like
Oh,
everything
the one
with
that
the
comes with their
backpack.
backpack.
That's the one that I tried to
Aw,
get,
dude.
but I found out maybe like an hour after they announced it, and like every single place is already sold out of it.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so I ended up getting the
Yeah,
one
because
below
people
it.
just write scripts to pick them up.
Yeah, so I ended up getting just the normal collector's edition that comes with like the statue and like the lithographs and all that stuff.
bracelet.
Yeah, it doesn't come with the vinyl though. I'm also disappointed
Really?
about that.
Oh,
does.
that's right.
The
We have a record player. I'd be interested to have that vinyl. That'd
yeah,
be
but
really
the,
nice
but
to
the
have, to be
vinyls come
honest.
with the Ellie edition. It doesn't come in the normal
Oh, yeah, yeah.
collector's edition. So
That's right.
I'm really disappointed
Well, at
about
least
that.
we get a thank you letter.
Yeah, like I'm still excited for this collector's edition. Like I'm one of the few people that like don't open collectors because I like to keep them nice and sealed and all that. But
So-
since it's not the highest collectors, I'll be opening this one. And
Oh, okay. How about the sales? Like, so are
Yeah.
you buying another copy to play the
no,
game?
no, this one I'll actually open because it's not the Ellie edition. If it was the Ellie edition, then maybe I would have kept it sealed. But since it's not the best, it's not the top one. You know,
Okay.
I'll just open it.
Oh man,
Okay, that makes sense.
I couldn't do that, man. I'd have to open it.
I'm not one of those people who keeps collector's edition sealed because I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna pay for a collector's edition, guess what? I'm not gonna fucking resell it.
True.
Yeah.
That's mine.
I'll
They have a PlayStation. They have a $866 PlayStation 4.
It wasn't going for that much. That's the
was
resale.
It's
They
going
also
for
have-
six.
they
It's
also
going
have
for
some
600
limited
right
edition
now
Headphones.
Yeah.
on Amazon. At
And they have
least.
the limited edition
On
controller
Amazon,
too.
it's going.
And
for
they also have a
866 or
limited
600.
edition external drive.
Yep.
That's right. The design that they did on the PlayStation was pretty cool.
Seabass doesn't like it. He said he thought it was pretty ugly.
I thought it was ugly.
What?
Compared to like the God
Seabass,
of War one
Seabass
and the
is
Death Stranding
wrong.
one.
Dude, the Death Stranding one wasn't that good, to be honest.
I thought I liked it. I
You
thought
know,
it was pretty.
You know what? Actually
I like that
looks
this
really
one
good
is
as a
actually
collector's
etched
edition, though?
into it.
The fucking Cyberpunk Xbox.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
one
need
looks
another
sick.
Xbox.
That
but
one looks
thing
sick, and the controller
nice.
looks nice too. Oh, the controller's
Cyberpunk
glow in the dark.
Xbox. I haven't seen that.
And apparently that console was part of the ARG they had going on.
You know what? I want the Cyberpunk's RTX 2080 Ti that they had, dude. That looked cool.
Yeah, that one looks pretty too.
Yeah, anybody
Alright.
getting the Cyberpunk Collector's Edition?
No, I'm not. I'm probably not buying the game.
What? How are you not gonna buy the game?
I
I have too much shit to play
I
right
think
now.
I'm gonna. I think that I'm going to get the game, but I'm gonna wait for some reviews to come out first. I think I'm gonna wait for it to drop and see what other people are saying before I go out and purchase
I will
it.
play it later on. I'm not gonna buy it right now. I don't. There's too
Like
much
I
games.
trust the fuck out of Naughty Dog. So I'm getting Last of Us 2
Yeah.
immediately. But I feel like Last of Us 2 isn't as what's the word? It doesn't have as high of a aspiration as Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is do anything anywhere.
Yep.
Last of Us is you have a story to follow.
Yeah.
Follow that story. It's a little bit open, but follow that story.
I like that more. I don't like humongous open world games.
Yeah, I need to be guided. You know what I mean? I don't like I feel like something with a guide and then maybe open world aspects afterwards, kind of like GTA. GTA was kind of like that. It guided you to do certain things. You could technically do whatever you want, but I liked that kind of style. It's not like Skyrim where you can completely deviate from the main quest and progress. I can't do games like that.
Yep.
I've never enjoyed that.
So I know Bob has something to say. So what were you gonna say, Bob?
Yes.
This guy.
Yes.
No, it's nothing important. But
What games are you
I
looking
think
forward to?
I found a PS4 for $100.
Oh, you're looking for PS4 right now, so you can actually play The Last of Us 2. I forgot.
The thing is,
You know
though,
what?
It says reserved, so I don't know. It's hard to say.
I'm gonna get Last of Us 2, and then I'm literally giving my PlayStation to my sister because I
What
don't
if I
play
could do
it.
that? What if I
I'm
could
gonna play.
rent it?
I'm gonna.
I still play mine because I still have a lot of games that I need to finish. And then with Ghost of Tsushima coming out literally next month.
Ghost of Sushi. I'm gonna wait on that
Ghost
one.
of Sushi.
I'm waiting on Ghost of Tsushima. It's not one of those games that like. It has me excited to play, but it's not one of those like. It's not like The Last of Us 2 excited.
Yeah. And then I mean, otherwise than that, like that's it for the PS4 for me.
So, going back to the PS5, do you guys remember the game Returnal?
Returnal.
Yeah.
Returnal. It's the one with the lady where she kept dying on the alien planet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it had a
yes.
Dead Space feel to it. That's right. It looked creepy, and I liked it.
Yeah. So
I don't know what to think about that yet.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it because it seems like a really chill, not really chill game, but it's gonna be similar to Deathloop, like Rel brought up earlier, but it's gonna be scary too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
I hope so.
creepy.
I'd be more interested if it was first person, but it's third person, and it looks. I mean, from what
They didn't
I
show gameplay
remember,
of it.
it looks kind of.
They showed a little bit.
platformy, You know what I mean?
they showed a little
Yeah.
tiny bit. It's gonna be a third person, like sci-fi, like kind of like Dead Space, but not as survivally scary. So
Are they supposed to be bringing Dead Space back?
No,
I heard a rumor
Hell
about
no,
that.
they're not, because
No?
the whole entire
Is that done?
company that ran Dead Space is gone.
Yeah, Visceral Games got shut down.
Visceral.
Yeah.
EA shut them down last
But
year.
I'm
I
surprised
think.
like no one bought the rights.
EA owns the rights.
Yeah.
They still
Surprised no
own
one
like
bought the
distribution
rights.
rights because they sell the games on like Origin and all that.
Yo, EA gave the rights away for Need for Speed.
Did they?
So,
Yeah, they did.
so speaking of
Yeah, they
EA,
did.
real quick.
Yep.
EA fucked Need for Speed Heat. They had a roadmap saying how they're gonna add so many cars and add in all these features, and then they literally released the last update and said, "Hey, we're giving you guys away to Criterion." And then we only got 2 DLC cars and crossplay, and that's all that we've gotten in the game, and it sucks. Need for Speed Heat was a game that had a lot of promise and got fucking ruined. By
I'm
that
over
game.
here, and I'm
By
over
me-
here
by-
looking at
by
it on
EA.
Steam, like, it might be, maybe something that I could pick up, since it has crossplay. So the PC
and like
scene won't die.
it's great for me because like I like to do car meets and I like to do car stuff on stream. So like I can hold down. It's no longer just now. Oh, you have to be on PC to join me. It's anybody can join me. I think that crossplay is going to be something that's going to be perfect for everybody. I feel like crossplay needs to be on every game that we have multiplayer.
I think
on.
crossplay is going to start becoming like a standard feature, like
It needs
going
to be.
forward. Is
Yep.
it starting to?
You know what would be really cool? It would be really cool to see game systems have Discord support.
I would like to see. I don't know, for maybe
That'd be really cool, man. Instead of parties, Discord instead.
I think,
Yeah.
I think eventually
Maybe not
it will.
video.
I mean, instead of having like the cross game chat on PS4, you could do Discord instead. So then you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
talk to your PS4 buddies on PC.
I feel like Discord is the way forward. Hey, Discord, if you're watching the video, get in contact with Sony, get in contact with Microsoft,
Please.
see if you can set
Third
something
party
up.
app. Come on, I guess
like,
have Spotify. in
Because
there.
like PlayStation had the communities, and the communities was awesome for PlayStation. But you got like Discord's just so much better. Discord is so much better.
Not as good as TeamSpeak though.
TeamSpeak is ass,
Yeah, I
dude.
know.
TeamSpeak is so dog
Like,
shit.
every single pro still uses TeamSpeak.
Like TeamSpeak, like quality, like connection wise and quality wise, it's good. But like the UI is
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so outdated.
Abysmal. It's abysmal. I feel like I'm fucking loading up Windows XP anytime I use it.
Excuse you, I feel like I'm fucking launching AOL Instant Messenger when I fucking use it.
You got
So
mail.
let me think of other games.
But
All right.
they have the connectivity and the server side stuff perfect. Basically,
Oh, yeah.
what
Oh, yeah.
Discord needs to do or TeamSpeak needs to do is they need to combine forces. They need to talk to each other, fucking work together,
Yeah, they do.
become
Yeah.
one entity.
Yeah,
Because Discord's
Um,
got the future tech, but fucking TeamSpeak's got the connectivity.
yeah, like
I'm gonna take a pee break. I'll be right back, boys.
All right.
but like
Let me see.
Discord's connection, like it's good. Like UI wise, it's good. It works
It's
well.
easy
It's
to
easy to
use.
use. Connectivity though, it's dog shit. Absolutely bad. Voices go robotic all the damn time. You cut it in and out all the damn time. They just recently added in group video calls or group video chats in, so I'm like, come on.
What?
How about
Okay, so
Godfall?
Bob, question: what games are you excited for PS5?
I have 5.
Okay.
You've got none.
Solar Ash, Godfall, Jet the Far Shore. Where's the other ones? Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, and where's it? Project Athia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bob is more into like the indie titles that they showed.
Yeah, no, he picked every single.
No,
indie
they
one.
looked pretty cool.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
look
did-
really
they-
cool.
Bob
I mean,
definitely
I
likes
don't
the
think-
single player
I mean, I don't think
exploration
Godfall.
stuff.
I don't think.
No,
Godfall
Godfire
is,
isn't indie because it's made by Gearbox, but
Yeah. I
And
see
Project
God.
Athia too.
Project Athia. Yo, that game
oh,
looks so.
And maybe Kenna.
Whatever it is,
Maybe
it
Kenna
looks
too.
so good. I really hope it's like a beat 'em up kind of game. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's
hope it's
gonna. I don't
cracked.
think Project Athia is gonna be a beat 'em up game just because of the way because you can use magic and all that. Because
Godfall kind of reminds me of Destiny, but better.
Godfall is
I'm
a
not
mixture
interested in
between
Godfall.
Reminds me of
Borderlands and Destiny.
I thought
Destiny.
Godfall was gonna be like a new type of Smite. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Really? From like the
I'm getting,
from the trailer that they showed at the VGAs, I thought it was gonna be like a God of War-esque type game, but
Yeah,
we
see,
saw
that's
this
what I
trailer, and then it's like the complete opposite. Like
What do you mean?
upbeat
What do you mean
music,
it's
fucking like it's like an arcadey like melee type game that you play with your friends.
But
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Like
still got a
Warframe.
Warframe.
yeah,
I've never played that.
I would.
It
I would
definitely
imagine
has some
like Warframe.
Warframe feel to it.
it looks good
Yeah.
though. I think it's gonna have at least 3-player co-op in it from the looks of it, because on the still shot at the end it showed like three of the characters like standing there. So, but I think it'll probably be like a 4-player co-op game.
So I definitely think it's
Yeah.
because the way that it looked like it was like a mixture between like it was Borderlands but like hand to hand, so beat 'em up, and that's literally what it looked like to me.
The graphics on it look phenomenal. I'll give it
Yeah.
that. The
And it's a launch
lighting
title, too,
and
so.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
I need
you
that
brought
Square
up
Enix game though.
you
I
brought up
need more
Solar
from it.
Ash. What is it called? Solar Ash, Bob?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Solar Ash.
That game looks
The
really
one
good.
that kind of looks like Journey.
Yeah,
The one that's
Well, so
developer of Hyper
Solar
Light
Ash.
Drifter
Yeah, it's made by the same people who did Hyper Light Drifter
and
Hyper
Journey
Light
and all
Drifter's
that. Yeah.
phenomenal.
I mean, that
I
game
think I
just
played
looks
that game.
absolutely amazing.
I loved Hyper Light Drifter, and I picked that game up for free, and I was like, I wish I would have paid for this.
So I'm wondering if it's going to be in the same universe or not. It looks like it is in the same universe esque, but I'm not sure if it's going to be.
It might be, but at the same time, I think the game takes place inside a dark hole too, or a black hole.
Yes.
Because like the trailer starts off with you like out in space, and then you just like grab an asteroid and kind of fling yourself inside the black hole. So then you're basically like
Amen.
you're on the landscape, and then you're like upside down, like the world's upside down, or you're upside down to
Yeah.
the world. So oh, we'll see. It looks really interesting. I really love the art style of it. The art style just looks absolutely like beautiful. It's gonna be one of those like chill games, one of those games that you go and just play to like relax and have fun. So I think it's gonna be good. One of the games that Rel brought up earlier that we didn't really touch on a lot was Ratchet and Clank.
Yes.
Ratchet and Clank.
Bringing that back up.
I'm really excited for that, especially what they showed like in the trailers and everything with the interdimensional rifts and all that. It's just really showing
That
like
does look pretty cool.
what you can do with like the PS5 SSD and all that.
There
So.
was like no loading or anything. It was just like them flying through everything.
What do you think, Ralph?
That game. So, I have some words,
Oh boy.
mostly because I don't know why I follow these people, but I follow some people on Twitter, and they're deep in the furry community.
Oh boy. You're talking about the girl? The girl that they showed immediately?
There is a debate.
Oh boy, here we go.
There is a feverish
Oh
debate
boy, here we go.
over whether that Lombax is a female or not.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, you
Because of the fact that she has a tail.
What?
is it?
And in the lore of fucking Ratchet and Clank, female Lombaxes do not have tails.
So you're talking about the one that showed up at the end of the trailer, right? Like
Yes.
the gray one.
That one. There is a feverish debate between the furry community about whether or not that is a female or a femboy.
Both.
Oh,
I guess.
interesting.
I don't know.
Because according to Ratchet and Clank lore, female Lombaxes do not have tails. And she has a tail.
Maybe the developers
It is
forgot.
clearly visible. Maybe they did. That's a big continuity thing for people who play the game and are really into that.
I mean, they
what
can
if
still
just cut
change
off when
it.
they actually release the game? Yeah,
Otherwise-
just cut off the tail.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm starting to think that maybe the pure fact that the dimensional drifts are a thing, that rule no longer applies.
Yeah, that too.
They're true.
It could.
But it is a huge debate right now.
I mean, I really like the fact too that you could like move the landscapes like closer to you with the interdimensional rifts.
that is cool.
That is like really freaking cool. So that adds in like a whole
You
new
can
like
use those
gameplay aspect for it. So
that it's a gameplay aspect and an exploration aspect because who knows where they're gonna hide like collectibles and shit. You might have to use that ability to fucking find some of the stuff to get that platinum trophy.
and again,
yeah.
because you know they bring in that shit.
and again, the game just looks absolutely amazing. Like literally every single game that they showed just looked beautiful.
Look beautiful.
Well, I mean, that's
Except for,
Ratchet and Clank for you. Ratchet and Clank is like their key title for showing off the beauty of the new consoles. They did it with the PS4. They're doing it with the PS5. They did it with the PS3.
They showed their dick
What
ready
is
to
the
go.
other one?
No one cares about Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah, it's $40
I
at
just
the
saw-
starting price. Like, come on, no, that's not. No,
Wait,
that's not
what's
worth
the
my
starting
Is that
price?
$40?
time.
40?
40
Oh,
bucks.
fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's why I told you. I was like, this game isn't. No.
Man,
The only-
that looks so interesting.
I saw the
The
gameplay
only
for
way
it.
I'm buying this, the only way I'm buying this game is if it's on PC and I have a fucking Oculus.
True.
It is coming to PC.
It is coming to PC, but I don't think it's meant for Oculus.
I know it's coming to PC, but is it VR supported with the PC or is that just the PlayStation thing?
I think it's very supported with the PC.
Okay, then I might pick it up.
You know what's another trash game that they announced? I think it might have been
But
today.
if they do,
What?
Yes, playable VR on PS4 and PC.
Interesting.
if they don't launch this thing with a fucking flight stick, they can go fuck right off.
I don't get. I can't fly the Millennium Falcon. It's not worth my time.
So, you know what's another shit game that they just recently announced that
What was
I'm
that?
probably going to get like absolutely hated on because it happened at one point for calling the series dog shit? Another Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts Rhythm.
Really?
The rhythm? No.
Yeah, the
no,
rhythm game?
I like it. I like it. I like it.
You
I
like
I like
it?
Yes.
You like it?
Of course you like it.
Oh
You
my
said
god.
I've never
I
seen
like
it.
Kingdom Hearts, dude. I have fucking literally 1.5. You know.
He's over there
1.5
blowing
right there.
Sora.
You over here simping
never
on Kingdom
played.
Hearts now?
I love Kingdom Hearts. First
Dude,
off,
that
Kingdom Hearts
rhythm
never
game
played
looked
it,
like
so
dog shit. What do you
I'll
mean?
play
It looks so
I'll play
bad.
I'll play it. I like Kingdom
You're
Hearts.
dog
I'm
shit.
sorry.
He's over there down on his knees for King Mickey.
Yep. Mickey all the way, dude. Of
Of course.
There you go. Steve.
I'll goggle it down all the way.
But no. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Mickey Mouse balls.
And there's one reason why I thought it was cool.
Why?
Was that
Okay,
they're
Chris.
bringing the Kingdom Hearts universe onto the Switch.
Really?
Yeah, because it's going on Switch, so that means that they
Nice.
can do
I
Kingdom
got
Hearts on
messed up
Switch.
teeth.
Oh.
So possibly
So-
Kingdom Hearts character in Smash?
I would say possibly Kingdom Hearts going to Switch in general.
It's Mickey Mouse.
Okay, I can see that game running pretty decently. At least the older ones. I don't know about the new
Yeah,
ones.
exactly. The older ones.
I just hate the fact that it's a fucking rhythm game. Like, fuck off.
I mean, so was the Zelda Dance for Necromancer game, and that game was
Yeah,
fun.
which is why I didn't fucking
Oh,
play
that
it.
game was fun as fuck.
Yeah, that seemed.
Give a shit. I hate rhythm games. Like, what are we gonna do? If I can provide a Guitar Hero controller for it now?
Yes, all the way.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, plug your old Guitar Hero controller into your Switch and play Kingdom Hearts.
I have it somewhere in the garage.
Perfect.
I will.
I don't know.
Do
I also have some of those controllers.
Any other games that you guys are excited for that they've announced?
Resident Evil
No.
8. 8. Come on now. We need to talk about it. I don't care if anyone doesn't talk about it. We need to talk
Horizon.
about Resident Evil 8.
What? The shitty ass Mortal Shell?
Mortal Shell looks amazing. All right, I know.
No,
that
I
you
know. I'm
guys
just
don't
saying
like-
that to get you to instigate you. I know how
You
you
know,
get it
I know.
with
I
the
know,
Dark
like,
Souls
not a lot of
series.
people like Dark Souls and Demon Souls. First off, Demon Souls looks absolutely fucking fabulous, amazing. I will probably come multiple times playing that game, even though if I die multiple times. But
That's gross.
if we talk about like Resident Evil 8 and how it's going after the fact that it's after this,
I think it's after
the
7, isn't it?
DLC It's after 7, after the DLC of 7, when Chris Redfield actually is like all healed up and ready to fuck shit up again.
I never
Oh,
played
yeah.
the DLC for 7.
You need to play, yeah, so it goes after that DLC.
Does it?
Not the mind game one, not the game room ones, but the other
Isn't there
ones.
like 3 or 4 of them?
The DLCs, yeah.
Yeah, I think there is, but like the more canon one is the Chris Redfield one, where you actually play as him.
Yeah, you need to play that one before you play 8. And they have the merchant too. They have the merchant.
Yeah, it looks like they're going back to like RE4 roots.
Yes.
Well,
Resident Evil has been killing it lately, dude. Their last couple, like even like their remakes that they've been doing, it's been destroying, dude.
Did you play 2
Where's that?
Austin? Did you play 2 remake?
I don't play Resident
Dude,
Evil, no.
you should play 2
But-
remake. Just give it a shot.
But I heard like Raccoon City was ass.
Raccoon City was
Resident Evil
Garbage.
garbage.
oh,
Yeah,
Operation Raccoon City,
was
yeah.
ass.
They don't
That shit was
start.
garbage.
Yeah, I heard that was.
They
terrible.
don't start making their comeback with the series until 7. Basically, like 4
Yeah.
was their last like good one, and then like 5 was okay, 6 was like You
6
know,
was horrible.
it was. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like the greatest, You know, I like action games,
4.
so I didn't really
okay.
mind 6 being so actiony. But like, obviously 4 was like their last really really good Resident Evil, and then 7 comes out, and like 7 was just completely new, and it just like it did really fucking
It was
well.
it was so good. I even played. Well, I play all the Resident Evils on hardest difficulty, but I played that one on stream on hardest difficulty. That shit was fun. That shit was good.
Yeah, you like to fucking torture
Oh,
yourself.
I can
I
imagine.
do like to torture myself. I like to.
Yeah. But like the reason they did the Resident Evil 2 remake is because a lot of people have been asking for them to remake Resident Evil 2. Either with the original camera angles with updated graphics or with the over the shoulder camera angle like Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of fan projects too that Capcom like shut down like over the years because like the interest was there, they just weren't doing it, and then all of a sudden they dropped that huge bombshell like, oh yeah, Resident Evil 2 is being remade, you know,
Yeah.
with from the ground up. And then
3
they
was
released
really fun too.
Yeah, then they released 3, which I've heard mixed reviews on it. I haven't played it yet.
People are complaining about how short it is, and they took out like a key element of the game, but like it wasn't. I played it, and like I thought it was really good.
How long
And
was it?
And I enjoyed the original. Oh, what like it could be probably 100% be beaten if you did it quick with 7 hours.
Like casually though, like you know, like the casual
Casually,
person.
yeah. So around like maybe like 15 hours for casual.
That's not bad then.
That's not bad. No, it's not bad at all.
No,
I
because
just-
you
I
can
think-
beat the Resident Evil games in like 2 hours if you know what you're doing. If you know where
Yeah.
the items are and you're just rushing through it, you can beat the
And
game in like 2-3
I know a lot
hours.
of people were talking about how the price was like $60, but they also, with the game, it came with the free multiplayer game, the Operation. I think it's what's called Resident Evil Operation, where like someone controls like all the rooms, and you have like 3 people trying to survive.
So it's kind of like the Dead by Daylight,
Yep, exactly.
similar to that. So I don't know. I'm really excited for RE8. Well, RE Village, Resident Evil Village.
Our village werewolves.
Yeah, there's fucking werewolves in that shit now. So I wasn't the only one that saw that. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I was sitting there like,
Looks
who the
interesting.
fuck
That's not a
is this
werewolf.
here? Yeah, that
What do
was
you
a
mean
werewolf,
that's not a
dude.
werewolf? It is.
That's a werewolf.
What do you mean? It's just a really hairy guy.
This guy over here.
I'm a really hairy guy.
Hairy guy.
Look, I have a picture right now in front of me. He's got just like
The one that was,
He's
like,
from
hairy guy in the
Greece.
air?
He's just really hairy. He's
The
Greek.
guy that was like streaming in the air.
I mean, he's got long hair. He's got like a beard. He's got some chest hair. Yeah, what about it?
So
Uh,
I know
werewolf.
there's one game that we still haven't talked about that's probably like one of the best games that will be coming out on PS5, at least from what they showed from the showcase.
No,
Horizon.
it's not going to be.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I never
haven't
played the
played this.
I
original
never
Horizon
played that.
game.
I never played the
So I
first
haven't
one.
I played it a little
That's a big
bit,
one.
never beat it, but because
Dude,
I let
beat
my
it.
boy borrow it like 3-4 years ago whenever the game came out. He still has it.
Horizon Zero Dawn. No, it's really
Sounds
fun.
like you need to go hunt down your boy.
If you like it's a very open world game though. It's very open world. It's really good. Like the story on it was really good. Collecting all like the dinosaur parts and stuff like that was fun as hell. Trying to figure out how to take them out.
Mhm.
But you
Yeah.
should definitely play it if you haven't played it.
Yeah, one of the things that once I saw once the trailer started during the showcase, I was saying like, oh, what's it gonna be called? Because the first one was called Horizon Zero Dawn. What is this gonna be? Horizon 1 Dawn?
Jesus Christ.
Horizon 1 Dawn, but no, it's called Forbidden West. Horizon
Forbidden
2.
West.
Forbidden
Forbidden
West.
West. Yeah.
Horizon
Yeah, because you're
2,
heading to
Forbidden-
California where
California.
What are you trying to say about California, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
it's
up,
on
Pete?
fire.
It's not on fire right now. It's not yet.
About 90% of the time.
It's not
Hey,
yet.
we're
It's
about
San,
90%.
we're
We're not
San
at the time
Francisco.
yet. Next
Not
month.
Not literally,
Next
I mean
month.
socially, it's on
Oh,
fire.
that's
Oh, that too.
Yeah, well, that's just in LA and San Francisco and San Jose.
Didn't she just
I'm
drive
sorry.
by like fire the other day? Like just a bunch of grass.
I
lit
did.
on fire.
I did, yeah. I went down to Imperial Beach to shoot that Mustang, and as I was hopping off the freeway, some asshole flicked his cigarette butt out into a bush, and it lit a
Lit it on
huge.
fire.
Dude,
Yeah, yeah.
you're literally in the ghetto area. You're down here where I live. Like, get out.
Oh, you know what I was talking about? Yeah, I was right down there, Seabass. There's a bunch of really cool cars down there,
Yeah,
man.
no, they're nice. And then on top of that, like literally, like once you get to like Imperial where he was at, like literally it says your phone says "Welcome to Mexico" because you're right there.
Oh shit.
So like it's not that far, dude.
No, it's not. We were pretty close. We drove like up into like downtown San Diego and shit. It was a lot
See,
of fun.
if the world hadn't gone to shit, we would have been there last week.
I know,
Would've hung
dude,
out with you guys.
That's really sad. We would have been at
Thank
E3,
God
dude.
it went to shit.
Wow, who hurt you, Austin?
We would have done so many drugs together.
That was good.
Thank God.
I'm
it
over
was-
here like, yeah, I'm gonna go
Didn't
visit
happen.
my boy Austin. I'm gonna go give him a hug. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna eat some food. You know, have a good time.
I
I'm
mean,
so
fuck
happy
you.
that did
No,
not happen.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about that kid. I was all about seeing Seabass.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah. Fuck you, Austin.
I would have been there, dude. And then on top of that, we would have got some sushi and everything. Like, whatever. I'm gonna eat the sushi tomorrow.
So, Seabass, are you telling me that you would have driven the 2 hours? No, it's 3 because you're
I
down in
was gonna
downtown
fly.
San Diego. You
To say-
you were gonna
To
fly?
LA?
You're gonna fly
Yeah.
up to
Yeah,
LA?
and then have them pick me up at the airport.
Oh God,
You know what?
That
you know
sounds-
what?
20-minute
that
flight.
sounds not
I
worth.
only have one car, so I couldn't leave the wife and the kids a week without the car.
Yeah. See, I would have went and picked you up and driven you up there, Seabass. I would have been that good friend to do.
We
that.
would have gone
I'll
down
fuck
there and picked
pineapple.
you up.
Nah, fade that.
I know Rel wouldn't because he doesn't like driving in LA.
I drove 15 hours.
driving
to go
past
see
LA in
Pineapple.
general.
Driving
Fuck that
driving
place.
through
LA
LA is
sucks
annoying and
ass.
obnoxious. It's real rough.
LA is almost as bad as San
Yeah.
Francisco. Sorry, San Fran's, but your town is ass.
All right, so
Yeah.
before we wrap up this episode of the podcast,
God.
we still haven't talked about the official PS5 design like reveal, like the console reveal. So
Okay.
they showed it off.
Mhm.
It looked sleek. I think it looks fucking clean as hell and like sleek and all that.
I like
so.
it. I like it.
I'd
I
fuck
like
it.
it a
I
lot.
like that they did a digital edition. I really like that they did a digital edition
I'd fuck
because
it.
not a lot of people are buying
physical
hard
anymore.
copies anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it looks like I could shave my balls with it.
Everyone's saying it's a router. They're calling the PS5 a router and they're calling the Xbox the fridge.
Nah.
Xbox is a
No,
fridge.
no.
Xbox
It's,
is
it's
like a
the
fridge.
refrigerator and the taco. What are you talking about?
What do you
I-
mean?
I like
What do you mean,
the
what do I
design
mean?
of the
It's got the
Xbox
fucking lips
One.
of the
Do you like the
fucking
fridge?
taco shell. Those things
that?
are gonna break like a fucking Taco Bell taco through the drive-through. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
It's fine.
Wait, okay.
You're gonna tip it over one time, and both of those things are just gonna snap
I
off
do.
like
I
candy.
do. I do worry about it falling and
Yeah, that's what I'm
breaking.
worried about too. That it falls. But at the same time, okay. So which design do you like better between the Xbox and the PlayStation?
Oh, PlayStation
Both.
all the way.
PlayStation.
I like the Xbox design.
I
better,
like both.
personally.
I like the Xbox because it looks more stable, but I like the PS5 because it comes with a fucking base to keep it upright.
Yeah, it keeps it upright. They have a base.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Um,
Xbox, it's basically it's just gonna be vertical. That's how it's designed. You can't. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to lay it on its side. At least with the PS5, you can still put it on its side.
Like I look back.
The Xbox, the way it's designed, I feel like the fans are just going to be a vacuum if you set it anywhere but your desk, and it's just going to suck dirt up into it.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so I mean, with
And
that,
depending on how massive that thing is, it's not going to fit
It's
on your
almost a
desk.
PC tower, to be honest.
it looks like a PC
Especially-
tower.
Especially if you have multiple monitors, there's no fucking way.
Well, that and then like
Oh,
your
yeah.
media, like where are you gonna put it on your media center? You can't really put it like on one of the shelves or anything because it's not gonna be
Now
horizontal.
You're gonna have to
put it
you're
on
gonna
top.
have to go grab the hacksaw. Nah, you're gonna have to grab the hacksaw and cut a fucking square out and stick through the
Yep.
top.
Xbox section right there. Just one thing. Just a big old. Just this.
So
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know. I personally,
Set it on top of your base.
I'm gonna go with the one with the reads discs, the disc
I'm too.
version.
I'm too.
yeah.
I like to physically buy my games and own them. Like even
you're trash.
though buying digitally is probably easier and better and all that stuff.
It's way.
It wouldn't be easier
if
for
the
me.
digital edition is cheaper. I'm gonna go with the digital edition.
I
'Cause
like the-
I already get all my games
I just
digitally.
posted
That's not
something
real.
over here.
Oh yeah, I like the designs that everyone's making with the Xbox. I agree with you, Bob, on that.
Yeah. I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
We're
rose
gonna
That's
go
gold.
back to the
cool.
360 days where you fucking go buy a wrap for your Xbox.
You can still do that. Check out.
Yeah, you can, but I don't
Not
want to.
not sponsored. But D brand.
But
What's up,
okay,
Chiefs?
so with that
I'm gonna do that. I'll
Right.
do it myself.
price range,
500.
I'm guessing the one with the
$1.
disc, 500.
Yeah,
With the one without, 4.
Without disc, 450.
no,
Yeah,
4.
about that. 4. I would say 4. I would
Really?
say
I'll
4.
say 4.
600 with disc, 500 without.
Damn.
Really?
Jesus.
100.
6?
They're still taking a loss
Maybe 550 with a disc drive. But
because what I've been looking at, it looks like it costs about 800 to manufacture that bitch.
I've heard it's around 700.
It's like seven.
So
seven to 800
analysts analysts are saying that they think it's going to cost about 500 US, roughly.
That's my guess on that.
Yeah.
I can see it costing 500 with the disc, 100%.
Yeah.
Considering the
Yeah.
power that's behind it, it's definitely going to give me the price range of the original PS3.
Oh, easily that console
fine.
costs like, maybe 150, $200 to manufacture, at least.
Unless
The
you know a
original
couple
PS3.
of
No, not the
original
PS3. No,
that one.
I'm talking
Original
about the
PS3 was
PS5.
Oh, okay.
Like with the current parts that they're using and all that, and a lot of it's being custom made too. Like the SSD is a custom made one, so I'm sure like it'll probably be cheaper to make the SSDs than to get one from fucking Barracuda or Western Digital or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cheaper. So they're gonna be saving money in some of those aspects, and I think like the GPU that they're using is also custom.
Yeah.
We're going to all be fucking shaking our heads, shitting our pants when they announce that it's actually $300.
Dude, I would literally be like, I'm going to buy that fucking.
Dude, I would buy that.
Yeah,
immediately.
I'd buy that day
It's a
one.
200,
I would buy
yeah.
that.
When it
Hell,
was
I
200.
thought I was getting a deal for the Xbox One S
Nah.
just by getting it for
They're
$200.
never. I don't think they're ever going to put that console lower than $300, even on a Black Friday sale.
Yeah, I think I don't. I see
For
I
the
see
digital
price that we're
one,
going,
I can see it being
maybe.
300 for the digital one, not the disc one though.
Or then they're gonna
Because
come
like
out with a
even
Pro.
right now, the fucking like Xbox Ones, like not even the One X's are going for like $200-$300 still. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think though they need to take on what Xbox is doing with their digital delivery, because that shit is sick.
Oh, where you
So-
buy it
The day
once
one
and
digital
then you can
delivery.
get it like across the platforms.
Even then, your saves transfer.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
it's like
so, like,
so it's
super
like a
dope.
cloud service almost.
Yeah, so let's just say you're playing on the X, right?
Yeah.
You have that downstairs, whatever the fuck you have, right? And you have a one upstairs inside your room. Your save for like Halo, for instance, for Halo Infinite, will transfer over to your one, and you can play it right where you left off.
You know what's even better
Oh,
about that? They have that implemented for the PC too. So if you have the same game on
Exactly.
the PC, you can transfer it over to there too.
That was dope.
Exactly. That's sick. That's sick.
They
as
have
fuck.
cloud saving
lit.
down perfect.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation is still struggling with that.
Well, because
Yeah,
they have
I'm
to
still getting
implement their
PS5.
own infrastructure for that. Like Microsoft already has the infrastructure because they have the Windows PCs, so they already have the software and all that.
They were supposed to be working with Microsoft for cloud saving,
Mhm.
but then that deal fell through.
And
You would hope so.
It mostly fell through because of the pure fact when they held out for Fortnite being crossplay.
Yeah.
yeah,
that
that's
was-
true.
That pissed Microsoft off, so they're like, you know what, we're not going to help you with cloud saving anymore.
No, yeah, that's true. They do say that the next gen consoles though are gonna be cross gen, compatible, not compatible, like cross gen play. So like PS4
Okay.
users will be able to play with PS5 because I'm sure like a lot of the games that are gonna be coming out on PS5 are gonna be coming out on PS4 as well.
Yeah, for quite a long time, at least
At least for a year.
I would say 2 years, 2 years.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about it during the main part of the podcast, but like Rainbow obviously is going to be making the leap to PS5, so I'm assuming that's going to be cross-gen.
Same with
Destiny 2 is going to be for sure. It's going to be cross-gen between like PS4,
You think
PS5.
Warzone's going to be
Overwatch
cross-gen?
2.
Yeah, Overwatch. Obviously
Pissed off with
Fortnite.
that one.
You know,
Rainbow.
yeah, Rainbow, Fortnite. Like I'm assuming like all the BRs, so like Apex, like Warzone.
Yeah, unfortunately, Warzone's going to make the leap.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It would be stupid for Call of Duty not
Yeah.
to do that, though.
Yeah, so and like cross-platform is starting to become a little bit more common with a few games, at least with the BR games and all that. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if cross-gen starts becoming the new norm, at least for like 2-3 years until like majority of the people make the transition over into the new generation. So
Everyone's going to be PC in the end.
I mean, don't get
Pretty
me
much,
wrong.
Yeah, that's
Don't
how
get
I
me
feel.
wrong. I'm still gonna be playing PC a lot. I'm only gonna be getting the PS5 for the
exclusive?
exclusives.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I might just get an Xbox Series X just to get one, just so that way I can like have one and maybe play exclusive
I would
on
still
that
get a
as
console
well.
for like just for Call of Duty. That's it.
Yeah.
You
If
can
I-
play
if I
Call
do
of
get
Duty.
it.
like if Call of Duty's still cross-platform on PC, I might as well just get it on PC and play with a controller.
Yeah, if they're promising the frames that you can actually get now on console, the consoles that are coming out, then it'd be a lot easier to stream it and not burden my PC so much.
That's true.
Well,
it's poorly optimized on PC.
So that's
a
good point. But the issue that I think that is going to run into is this is the tech that we're getting for console. And if a lot of the tech that they're getting for console is for PC, I can only imagine that this is going to be mid-tier tech that has yet to release for PC. And when we get this gear, there's not only going to be a low tier, a mid tier, but there's going to be a high tier.
Yep.
So it's like, sure, console, everyone's like, oh, there's no reason to get PC. Console's going to be so much, but you can play 8K. Yeah, until like the 3080 Ti releases, and then we have a GPU that dominates anything on the market.
I mean, just look at what the RTX cards can do right now. They can do so much.
You can play 4K at 60 FPS on the 2080 Ti on a single card. 4K 60 FPS. That's insane. That's unfathomable.
Yeah, but you go with more console for budget.
Yeah. And that's the thing with it's easy. You don't have to worry about
anything.
like if your game installed properly. You don't have to worry about mods or like there's been times where like I'll try and load up an older game on PC and it just doesn't work. There's some issue that happened with either the save location or the file location, and it just doesn't work. But you're not going to get that with console.
Yep.
It's just going to work.
It's just going to work. That's also the thing that for me, getting a console is easier, especially because my work and stuff like that. Like I would rather carry a console. I can't carry a fucking PC with me. You know what I mean? I carry a console.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to carry my big old fucking PC behind me. Just what up, guys? No.
Yeah, why not? Be a man.
Okay.
So who's gonna be getting PS5 on release?
Nope.
No one.
No.
Ooh, I probably won't get it on release. I'll probably wait.
I'm gonna wait until March.
I'll let them iron out their issues and then fucking get it.
There's gonna be issues. There's going to be issues.
I'm gonna wait at least a year, maybe 2 years, because knowing like the issues that the Nintendo Switch had when it first launched was like with the warping and all that with the screen on it in the handheld and when you put it into the dock and all that. So obviously PS5 it's probably gonna have its issues at launch. They'll probably fix them without really making a big deal out of it. It'll probably be just like a little a little stealth fix at least for the first run. So maybe I don't know. I'll wait for a bundle because that's what I did with PS4 originally. I waited like a year and then Destiny came out on PS4 and they did the white Destiny bundle and all that. So
yeah. Real quick, can we mention how this is probably my biggest complaint with Switch, just because you brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
Can we mention how Switch is a console that is $300 that does not have Bluetooth support?
Dude, it doesn't have an Ethernet port. Fuck Bluetooth support. It doesn't have an Ethernet port.
Dude, it's no. Ethernet's besides the point.
Like you just said, it's a console.
But it's a tablet. Name any modern day tablet that doesn't have Bluetooth support.
Hey. For me, I love my Switch, all right?
It doesn't have headset support, period, really.
Jesus Christ.
Or fucking voice chat support. For a console, you can't fucking talk to people.
You can't at all. You have to like add them, and then you have to go like on the Nintendo app on your phone and then message them like there. And like they have to accept it too. It's not like you just send them a message.
And then you have to use your fucking phone as a fucking microphone. Like, piss off.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I like the Switch. Like it has really good games, so I like it.
Don't get me wrong. Switch has good games. Has good series on it. Online is absolute dog shit. Nintendo will probably never fix it because they don't care for online. They prefer the couch co-op.
So the only game that has really bad online is Smash.
Yeah.
Mario Kart's good.
Animal Crossing, and they need to listen. Animal Crossing needs to do something, because if Animal Crossing, you could create a community with your friends instead of just by yourself and then go visit other ones, that would change the entire game. I would play that game a hell of a lot more as if I could play it with friends.
Just make an island with your friends.
Just make an island with your friends.
Yes. That's what I'm... Well, you can't.
No. Yes. I mean, you can make
can't?
you can
No.
you can have one person make an island, right, and then make that designated as like an everybody island.
No, they can just come and visit.
Yeah.
No,
They
you
can
can
just-
you can turn them into trusted friends, and they can come and edit your island.
Anytime they want.
No. That's different. That's
Are we
different. You
talking
can't
about
like
Animal
decorate.
Crossing?
I've had this issue, right, where I had trusted friends come in and I can't go and decorate. They need to make one where your
okay.
friend can have a house on your island with you
Okay, I know what you mean.
and help you out. That's what
Not
I'm
just like
saying.
visit
Animal
your
Crossing.
island.
I guess.
Yeah, Animal
I
Crossing.
know what you mean now.
I don't know.
Oh, I knew it.
I think Animal Crossing is boring as
right.
shit too.
I
enjoyed it first.
I never got it.
I
For
made
that
the mistake
reason.
of buying
Here
it.
comes the
I
fucking
regret
hate.
it.
Do you want to borrow mine, Seabass? You can borrow
No,
mine.
I don't want it.
Why don't we play- why don't we
my
play
wife
together
plays it.
then?
I don't play it.
Animal Crossing
Yeah, she plays it a lot.
I have the hard thing. I
Doesn't
have
work
the,
that way.
cartridge.
What do you mean?
No, you
Oh
get
yeah,
credit.
because
Cartridge
Ralph
is
said
hard locked
that.
to your console.
Yeah, they apparently locked the islands to the cartridge.
Yeah, no, they locked the islands to
What?
the console.
Yep. Not just the console, but like your card. Unless you wipe the island, nobody else can use that
Wait,
cartridge.
I use what? I can use the one
No,
downstairs right now on
it's not-
this one on my console right now.
Will
I hate
it,
you,
will it work
Nintendo.
now? Did they finally patch
It's always
that?
worked. For me, it's worked.
No, it didn't. There were so many people who were complaining about the cartridge itself being locked.
Oh, interesting.
Fuck Nintendo. Nintendo's ass.
Imagine Nintendo actually putting out a console with PS4 specs, or even Xbox
Imagine
specs.
They don't need to.
Imagine
They don't need to.
Nintendo actually giving the people what they want.
Let's get out of this rabbit hole and wrap this shit
Yeah, I'm
up.
about to say, because if we start going more and more, I'm gonna start getting mad and just gonna start throwing shit.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Seabass, throw your fucking microphone like you did that one time. Fucking swinging that shit around.
Oh, dude,
wanna see
you want
that?
to see what happened when I? I'll show you after the podcast what happened with it. The one
No,
that
no,
swung
no.
around.
Wait, did you throw your new
No, I didn't throw
microphone?
this one.
Okay, good. I was gonna be
Remember
mad.
the one that
if you threw
I
your
flung it
new
around,
fucking
dude?
microphone.
There's a dent in the old one. I'll show you.
All right, guys. So we're gonna call it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. It's a little bit longer than usual, but you know, it's fun doing these. You know, just going off on tangents and all that. So appreciate you guys listening.
Too many tangents.
Yeah, why not? you know?
Wait, before we go,
No.
make sure you guys use your Twitch Primes on me. All right, Seabass, you too.
Nope,
Oh my
nope,
God.
nope, nope,
No.
Yeah, no, use your Twitch Primes on Simply Pineapple. But everybody, go
use it
give
on me.
Austin a follow.
Fucking
Thank you,
censor
Austin.
all that.
fucking
Bob.
up over here. Yo, Austin, thank you so much for
Censor
joining
that.
us.
Just cut his fucking image.
Yo, thank you so
problem,
much for
dude.
joining us again, Austin.
For
It's a
real.
ton of fun having you. You're always more than welcome to come hang out with us on the podcast. You know, it's always a ton of fun doing this. So we're gonna call it. Thank you guys for listening. Stick around for the next episode, whenever that'll be again. So
No, we're getting back to a consistent schedule.
Yep, 100%.
I don't even care how many of you show up.
We're
Fuck that.
back to
don't
consistent schedule.
Rel.
We're
Don't
back,
worry,
we're
Rel.
back.
It'll be you and me.
Even
We'll be back.
it's just gonna be a one-person podcast. It's gonna be Rail and a puppet in his hand.
We'll start regular schedule for sure.
puppet.
Just little,
Yeah.
just little
Starting
puppetry
next
here.
week.
Just like, all right.
You mean my girlfriend? All right, perfect.
Yeah, Jill.
Pamela Henderson.
All right, guys. Don't forget,
Just
no rimming.
Jill. Yep, no rimming. CDC guidelines.
Don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah, no rimming.
what?